All right, today we want to talk about flag holders and really a comparative video. We haven't done a lot of this in the past, but we felt like our flag holders were such an exceptional quality product that we wanted to share with you and show you why it is a premium product versus many others or some of the others that are on the market, if you will. Right off the bat, you have the Big Air 1, and then we'll say competitor 1 and competitor 2. They're all semi-adjustable and clamp on different sizes of tubing based off a liner application. So why don't you come up here real quick and I'll try to show you some of the up close things here. First of all, let's just talk about the size that we have here. First of all, the Big Air 1, we'll start with it, has a thumb screw, so we really like that for adjustability to fit the different size flagpole. We're in grade on the OD and a nice polished finish, and we'll get more into it. We have infinite adjustability. And then one of the things we want to talk about on the back side here is actually that when you're putting something on your multi-thousand-dollar tower boat, you want smooth flowing look. And that's what we've done with this wider, broader clamp. And we're actually using rubber liners here, a singular one piece, so they don't damage your tower, the finish. Now we go over to competitor 1, competitor 2. And in our opinion, hey, everyone's got an opinion, but we feel like this is kind of notchy and doesn't look real good. So liners, but they're actually kind of a plastic rubber kind of blend there. So they're a little harder on the finish. And then also same thing here, they juts out accordingly. This one has no engravings and anodized finish, whereas this one's a polish, rough edge, not rough edge, but blunt edge there, and then just a milled flat finish there. So that's basically the looks. They all function the same as to bolt to your tower and grip to it. But let's go into a little more of the details and find out why we say our flag holder is actually a premium product. All right, let's just go ahead and talk about the different, we have number 1, number 2, and then ours, of course. So let's show you the basic function of this. Now I'm going to just back it off just a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm going to tighten it up just a touch. Now this is the slop that you'll see in here. We're going to show you, it's on a pin there. So once again, you can tell I honestly, it's tight, but not super tight. So let me go ahead and back it off and show you what's behind the hidden door, if you will, there. And it's a functional design, don't get me wrong, but we just want to let you see how it works. So it's not infinitely adjustable. You have drill holes, and then you're on a pin here. And so you don't have infinite adjustability. So if I come in there, I can fit there, or then I got to come out and I can fit there. So you might be in a spot that you necessarily might not be pleased with. So that's this first one, competitor 1, so you've seen that. I'll go ahead and jump up here now to competitor 2. You can see the style and the design. It's very similar, just a slightly smaller pin on this one. Once again, there I'm holding it in, but that's hidden on the pin. Let me just back it out here by hand. Okay, well, there we go. And here we have a slightly smaller hole and a very small pin there. And we're going to be showing you in a test why we're concerned about that pin strength. And so we get back in there, and once again, you don't have the infinite adjustability that we're going to offer you there. It's kind of some sloppy function all around, even on the pin there. Once again, it works. I'm not going to try to fabricate a story up to tell you that it won't work. That's just not truth, and we don't want to be telling lies. Now, I'm kind of struggling there. My apologies. I'll get that one tightened up. I don't know why it's fighting me there. And then we come up to ours here. Let me go ahead and come into here. Now, ours uses a totally different style here. Now, check out, I'll loosen up here, about how easy it can function. You can rotate it just about whatever you want. You pick your angle there and go. And it can be upside down, however you want. And then when you tighten it up, it sets tight. So let me show you the magic of how it works here. It takes my hands just a little bit to carry it all. All right, now, so there's our interface there. And basically, we just clamp this onto there. And once again, you can, and it looks like it wouldn't hold, but remember when it comes to test time, you're gonna see a totally different strength issue here. Now see, once again, look how it has infinite adjustability, and then all I've got to do, well, here, let's go ahead and tighten it down a little bit there. And I'll tighten that in the position that I want. And that's it, and that's good to go there. Look at that, I'm already very, very tight. So you pick your position and go, and I think we'll move on to our testing in our next part of the video. Okay, we're going to go ahead and function number one here. First off, note that they don't have a thumb screw in there, so you got some slop in there. And I want to show you this. I'm cranking down, I promise. My integrity is important. I got this tight. So tight as you'd want to tighten it up. Now, and it's still got this slop in there. Now that bothers me a bit, but it's still functional for a light flagpole. But if you run a 46 we got here and you catch a lot of wind, that's a lot of load on a given day, or someone reaches up and grabs it. They shouldn't, but they can. But let's go ahead and pull it and see what happens here. This is a little tricky here. We just got what we call a fish scale here, and we're hooked in there, and you can see that we've got our scale here is approximately 0. That's common with these scales. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it, and let's see what happens there. Right now I don't really have any load on it. I've got maybe 5 pounds. I'm still at 5 basically. Now I'm heading towards 8. I'm almost at 10 pounds per scale there. I don't know if it's already failed yet or not. I'm still right around 10 if you can see it still. And I suspect it's sheared off. We're running close to 15. So let's just kind of keep going. Hopefully the camera will still catch it all. So there, yeah, for sure. Now let me go ahead and just jump back in here. I'm going to take the flagpole out real quick. We were maybe 10 to 15 pounds. And we'll go ahead and inspect this real quick and see what we've got here. So, goodness. Ugh. Sorry about that. But let's go ahead. Yeah, I think we messed it up, honestly. Yeah, we bent the bolt there. Okay, here's actually what happened with our number one pull here. We pulled about somewhere between 10 to 15 pounds on a 46 pole, and we can see our pocket deformed here. You know, your pin obviously is not going to shear, but it looks like it's ready to pull it. Yeah, it's a little loose. I don't think you can see it, but I can wiggle it. Yeah, maybe I can pull it out. Not quite. It deformed here. You can probably see me wiggling just a little bit. There we go. So a little bit of work, it'd probably come out, especially on the water. And then here's the surprising thing is, look at the bolt there. I don't know if you can see this, almost sheared off there. So once again, that's not a lot of load, and I could see someone pulling on it or a big gust of wind possibly damaging this setup. And that's what we really wanted to show you, is how easily it is damaged from a quality standpoint. We're going to go ahead and evaluate our second product here, or flag holder, if you will. First off, let me go ahead and take the flag holder out, or the flagpole out. One of the things that bothers me, I've cranked this down pretty tight, and I can actually rotate it with a 2 1/4 liner. That bothers me some. I guess I have to deal with it, but it's relevant. Also, there's a little bit of slop in here too, and I don't really understand that, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and put our flagpole in. Get ready to do our test. I have my concerns about this one. It's a very small pin, so we may have some issues there. So let me go ahead and put our scale in there, and we'll begin to gently pull here. And see, it's moving within that pin. I'm afraid as I put the weight on, this probably weighs 3 to 4 pounds. It may shear it off. I feel like getting a little bit of load there. Let's see if it gets any tighter. It's just pulling. Let me see if I can take the scale off and if it'll find a spot there. I'll do it with my pinky. Okay, now there, it feels like I'm a little tighter there. Let's just see. No. Sorry guys. Oh, there, it finally kind of tightened up on the angle there. Okay, let me see if I can pull it. Yeah, probably a pound or 2. I think it's all we're getting out of that. All right, we're going to go ahead and do, I guess, a tear down, see what we found here. And once again, there's that looseness there. I promise I've got the right liners on there. You can see, so I'm not crazy about that. It wouldn't fall off, but let's just go ahead and back it off and see what we got on this one. Now, once again, we only had the weight of the scale there, so let's see. I don't think we damaged the bolt on this one. Well, maybe there we go. But I'm pretty sure we sheared the pin out. Well, the pin just bent over is what it did, and then it just rolled along. I don't know if you can see here. It was in, I think, this pocket here, and it just kind of pushed it off and laid the pin over. We did have it tight, I guarantee that. So once again, it's just not in our opinion, a good functional design there. I'll try to put it back on there and just show you where we're at. You can watch me crank it down. I'll take the slop out of there. If I can get this tightened back up. Well, anyhow, it's just not good, guys. So, anyhow, sloppy, needs work, but that's competitor number 2. So, okay, not take 3, but our third run here. This is the Big Air flag holder, and we're going to go and function it now too. Just want to comment on something before we do it. It actually is more prone to be more secure when it's rotated this way than that way. So if it's on one side, it'll be tighter than the other. Don't worry about it, but just kind of making sure all transparency. So let's go ahead and load it up. I'm going to hook it in here, once again, a 46-inch flagpole. And let me step back here. Now, the pole, I think we're going to have some really good results. So if my camera person's in tight, we'll go ahead and start pulling here. All right, so I'm going to watch it here. I'm at 10, 15, I'm at 20, I'm at 25. I'm probably going to bend this flagpole is my suspicion. There's 30. I think I'm at 35. I think I'm getting a little bit of movement there. I'm at 40. I mean, I guess we'll just keep going. Hold on, what the heck. Let's go to 50 pounds. There's 50 pounds there, so I think that's sufficient. The others could hold anything. No need to trash that. So that tells you how strong. Now, I will tell you something real quick. We did put a liner in here to make sure we didn't bend our flagpole today. So it's an extra strong shaft. We just didn't want to have a failed video based off of that. 46-inch flagpole. And really, once again, love the fact that we've got the thumb screw tightened up here. And really the important thing too is that once this thing is tight, or let me tighten the flag there, you don't see all that movement we saw with the other ones. You know, I can move the flag a little bit here, but it's not what we saw earlier. Line, and look at that. Very, very impressive. We're not slopping around on the tubing itself. In conclusion, the Big Air flag holder, we've done a comparative test today. We looked at two of our competition, our competitors, if you will, and we've seen that we believe from what we've shown you physically and through demonstration that superior flag holder, you know, once again, just starting with nothing else, a thumb screw to retain it, our stainless hardware, our style, our rubber liners that make sure that we're protecting your tubing. Also the way that our clamp is broader and actually an infinite adjustability. I don't know if we really nailed that down, that this is infinitely adjustable, and so you can get any position that you want, whereas the others you have to go on a pin. So, and with that said, I could pick up this tower with this thing. I mean, it's that strong. So when we say buy Big Air, buy with confidence, we're specifically, one of the things we're talking about is our flag holder. So buy Big Air flag holders and buy with confidence.